Hey Fight Squad, what's up? I'm Chris Bardas and this is another Fightcast, the show where we talk all about combat media. Let's start with Badr. The Moroccan kickboxer has to go back to jail, and it's not really a surprise. Between 2010 and 2012, he was involved to at least 5 different assault cases. Probably the worst one was against businessman Coin Evering at a dance club in Amsterdam Arena. Evering suffered a broken nose, a broken eye socket and a broken ankle, and he had to have multiple surgeries. Hari was firstly condemned in 2014 for 1.5 years, then he appealed, the appeals court gave him 2 years, and then he appealed again, and then the highest court gave him the same sentence. 2 years, of which 10 months were suspended, and then he had to pay a 45,000 euro fine. Because he has already spent 8 months behind bars, he has to go back for only 6 months now. Now, Badr is not in Holland, he's in Morocco, but his team said he will come back and serve the rest of his sentence. Though it is true that in the last years he has managed to stay away from assaulting people, though we don't necessarily like his company. These are all wounds and old wounds that stayed open, and now he has to pay for them. Unfortunately, it also means that even if he goes immediately back to jail, we're not going to be seeing the rematch with Rico Verhoeven anytime soon. A couple of months back, they fought at Glory in Germany. It was a fight that began excellent up to the finish, which was a TKO stemming from an injury that Rico Verhoeven caused him. It was very early in the second round. The fight seemed like it would be amazing, all the build-up was amazing, we wanted to see the rematch. Now, unfortunately, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. There was another veteran, Gokhan Saki, who wanted to fight Rico Verhoeven. I think Verhoeven has a fight with Remy Bonjanski now, so Badr has to wait. Maybe when he comes back, he can also challenge Conor McGregor. I mean, if everyone else did, why not him? So I don't know if you have any comments for this. Badr was such a big talent, he has kinda messed up his career. Let me know in the comments, how far do you think he could have gone? Do you think he would have beat Rico Verhoeven in the rematch? Do you think he would have beat him the first time if the injury didn't happen? Let me know in the comments. I hope to see him back soon, changed person, and maybe finally he manages to make some good fights in a row. Now for the next part I have to go back to the UFC, but I'm not gonna talk about any athlete or the president or the new owners. I have to say, Joe Rogan is a beast. If you watch the new video he uploaded on Instagram, he absolutely destroys the heavy bag in training. For those who don't know, Joe Rogan has been the color commentator for UFC for many years now. He's also a lifetime martial artist. He does BJJ, he did Taekwondo, a lot of Taekwondo and kickboxing. He's also a stand-up comedian and he has one of the most popular podcasts. The dude is 50 years old and he looks absolutely deadly. There's another very interesting video a couple of years back where he's showing GSP how to do a spinning back kick the correct way. Does it so greatly and with such great force, I think he doesn't need a bow to actually hand those bursts. He can just do a spinning back kick and the burst will tap out for sure. There have been a lot of people who ask him why he has never fought in the UFC. He said that when he stopped fighting, the UFC hadn't even begun. Later he was too old, and he is also really worried about brain trauma. He has talked a lot about it on his podcast and on different occasions, and he said that when he was sparring as a Taekwondo artist or kickboxer, he was always getting headaches and stuff because he didn't know how to train correctly, and all these worries and the fact that he was old, he never took part in it. I think he would have been great though. Do you guys think Joe Rogan would have done well in the UFC? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give us a subscription, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, support some kind of fighter.